What it do, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? What did you guys have for dinner? It's all cold and snowing here. How are you doing, Jason?
I'm doing good. How's everybody?
Good. I got my co-host Jason here. But yeah, what'd you have for dinner, Jason?
I can't remember.
What? I was going to make some cookies, but I didn't feel like doing all that, so I just made some cinnamon toast. Cinnamon sugar toast used to really satisfy my cravings, but it doesn't cut it anymore.
Changes the time, doesn't it?
I know, it's not the same as it was in the morning. My grandma, she used to always eat cinnamon toast every single morning.
Changes as you get older is what I mean.
Yeah, like strawberry Pop-Tarts and cinnamon and sugar toast, that was my grandma's meal every single morning.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so if any of you guys want to join the conversation, I have the link in the comments, but we are going to do a 90-Day Fiance recap of the season 8 episode, The Devil's Work. Because I know the show is on Sunday. I'm doing a recap now, but it's been so slow with news, and I haven't done a recap. So it's like, might as well do it. And we now officially have the super chat and super sticker feature. So if you like to be on my super awesome list, drop a super chat, and it'd mean the world to me. And yep. So, and also at the very end, I'm going to give away $20 to lucky person at the end of this live. So keep watching if you guys would like to, make $20. So has anybody else here seen Paul and Kareen's sex tape? I guess of 90-Day Fiance, they have a leaked sex tape. Well, it's not necessarily leaked because Paul put it out himself. And does anybody know, is Paul's name Paul or Paul? I never watched the season they're on, but I went back and watched a bunch of videos on them and to get the idea of who they were. And I kept seeing Paul and Paul. I'm like, what is his real name? Is that just his nickname? But I don't even know. So 90-Day Fiance recap. For those of you who don't know, the 90-Day Fiance is now the highest rated show out right now. And we're going to start with Mike and Natalie. What do you think about Mike and Natalie, Jason?
Mike and Natalie. I don't think it's going to work out. I think I initially thought that she really wanted to try and him not at all. Now I think neither one of them at all want to try. So.
Yeah. So in this episode, Mike and Natalie went out to eat, and Natalie told Mike that she wanted to go see a counselor to talk about their problems, and Mike was not in. He wasn't going for it at all, but Mike said he wasn't ready to go talk to someone else about their problems and didn't understand why him and Natalie just couldn't talk to each other in person, and that he didn't want to pay all this money for a counselor, which I can kind of understand that, like if his insurance doesn't cover that, because I remember when I was younger, I saw a counselor and it cost me like $200-$300, but thank God my insurance paid for that. And Mike was drinking and told Natalie to just let loose in the living room and just relax and chill. And Natalie was being all serious and uptight and saying, when I want to have fun, I have fun. And then Mike goes and gets his hair cut by this lady, and that's been cutting his hair for years. And I'm starting to think that him and that hairdresser would make a better couple than him and Natalie.
It's possible. She jokingly asked him out on a date, so.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to get to next. So he says this lady's been cutting his hair for years, and his hairdresser was asking him about Natalie. Like, I heard she was in town. How's everything going? Mike didn't sound too excited about their relationship, and he said they fight over everything, and that he still hasn't given Natalie her ring back, because when they got in a fight, she gave him his ring back and said she was going back to Ukraine, and now she's wanting the ring back and planning this wedding. But apparently when they went to the counselor, they pretty much confessed to each other that they weren't even in love with each other anymore. Like, Mike asked Natalie, do you love me? And she just didn't even answer him at all. She pretty much just gave him the cold shoulder, and it was really awkward.
Yeah, even on the last end of the show, when one of the cameramen asked Mike, he just said, okay, I'm done with this interview. No answer.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't want to talk. What did he say at the end? He's like, I'm done. And he just walked away.
Like, I'm done.
So, let me see. And he said that he wasn't 100% ready to get married to Natalie, even though they have only 45 more days to get married, or she's going to have to go back to Ukraine.
Yep. As you'll talk later about the one with the psychic, but my psychic ability tells me that they're probably not going to be together very much longer, and she's going back.
Hi, Exumi. How do you say that? Xummi?
What's up?
How do you pronounce that? It says, he said, "Give me $20." I'm gonna do that at the very end. You gotta listen to the very end. I'm gonna give away $20.
You'll figure out how at the end.
He's like, "Shut up and give me your money."
Yeah.
But I think this couple, they have more different than they have. Oh, he said like Zoomy. Oh, okay, I get it. So I think they have more. They're more different than they are in common. Like, I know some people say opposites attract, but they just seem way, way, way too different.
Well, I think he's too selfish, to be honest. I mean,
so you think do you think he's the bad guy in this situation?
I think he's being closed-minded.
Yeah, I see that Natalie gets a lot of hate online, but I kind of feel like, oops, I didn't mean to hit that thing. But I feel like, I don't know, people need to give Natalie a break. She came over from Ukraine, and she's like, I'm a city girl, and now you have to have me living in the country, all out of my comfort zone. And he doesn't.
Yeah, she's risking a whole lot more than he is. So, money really, if anybody else agrees, you should say. But like, money doesn't mean that much when you get older. It's just comfortable to have, but happiness is true.
Oh, I'm a lady. Oops. I'm sorry, Sumi. Oh my gosh. Okay, but so they actually did get married, surprisingly. They got married March of last year, because this was filmed in February of last year. And they got married in March. They're about to celebrate 1 year anniversary. Does that shock you, Jason?
Not to me.
You
didn't see it lasting even those last 45 days.
I know.
Not even the last 45 days.
But I also thought it was weird because when they went and saw the counselor, like Mike asked Natalie if he felt like they're in love, like when they first met, and she didn't say nothing. And then like she said, well, I want to thank you for putting in so much effort for my K1 visa. And he didn't say anything. But I understand like she was showing her appreciation, but I felt like she could have, been more loving towards him.
There could have, there could be. That tells me, I mean, and yeah, granted, that's the majority part of it on the outside, but there needs to be a lot more inside feelings, inside love. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you go through every day and what you did to bring me here because you love me.
Yeah, I like more personal things, not just like what you've done for me, but what I love about you. Trying to make him feel special, and I don't know if they're gonna work. But so next we have Jovi and Yars. So they went over to Jovi's parents' house because Jovi could have Yar meet his dad, because Jovi's dad has the same kind of job as Jovi, and he spends a lot of time away from home. And Jovi has told his parents yet that Yar is pregnant, and hey girl. And so Jovi's mom was having a little get together to celebrate their engagement. So Yara asked for it to be a small party, and Jovi's mom promised her that'd be it. And then she turned around and told producers that they're going to have like 50, 60 people there.
Yeah, not too small.
It's like, surprise. And Yara's just not really a people person. I can kind of understand. It's like, not only you're just
tired.
And not only are you meeting just a couple people, but you're meeting 50, 60 people that you don't know. And, And then, he went off to his little crawfish cookout with his dad because I guess he hasn't seen his friends since Yara's been in town. And, hey, baby doll Armstrong. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And keep tuning in. I'm going to give him $20 to one person at the end of this live, because I finally got over 1,000 subscribers. Woo, woo. But anyways, sorry, guys. I get sidetracked really easy. So do you think Jovi's mom was right for doing that, Jason?
No. that sounds like it's again more of them and their son, like that other farmer guy that lives with his parents, that on the previous show.
Brandon and Julia.
Yeah. Except this guy, Joby, seems to have a little more balls to stand up to his parents, but not much.
Yeah. Okay, out of all the people you've seen in this show, what person would you want to party with the most?
Party with? Well,
yeah. I know you're not really a party person. I'm not a party person.
Not anymore, but it's between, I don't know, maybe Zide.
Zian, that's what I would say. If I could party with anybody, I'd party with Ziad. He seems super awesome to me.
I've got a lot of Moroccan friends from.
Hi, Sugar Sweeter.
When I lived in Oklahoma, I got a lot of Moroccan friends and Mongolian friends, and he just seems like that type of culture, and I really hit it off with him. So.
Yeah. And Zumi said, Jovi is icky with his weird head self.
Oh, yeah.
He's really selfish, too. I feel bad for Yara. Somebody said they'd party with Yara for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think Ziad, because he's just so positive all the time, and he just seems so chill and down to earth for real. And so, yeah, Jovi's dad asked Yara how she was liking America, and Jovi said that was her dream. I think every girl's dream from Ukraine is to come to America. And do you think Jovi was out of pocket for saying that? What do you guys think?
I don't think so.
I don't know. But so then Yara got all mad, and then the mom was jumping in, and she said, well, it seems like that's what all Ukrainian girls want to just come and get the green card and stay in America. And Yara clapped back, and she was like, no, that's like a stereotype, like you saying that, or when they say all Americans are stupid.
Yeah, they hate all Americans, and I mean that's probably a good percentage of each country, but
yeah. Zumi says Yara will have me leaving with a cute young sugar daddy if I party with her. Probably. I've actually had a sugar daddy before Jovi back in Ukraine. All those Ukrainian women are always on those websites, and she's gorgeous.
You should write her.
She's not in jail. She's got an Instagram though. She actually has a YouTube channel.
That's what I mean.
I think her hair is so pretty though. Like, I don't know if it's extensions or not. What do you guys think? Do you guys think her hair is real? But I think her hair is so pretty. But anyway,
I think that's how she was raised in Ukraine, to be that type.
What, like
the pretty model type, and like that way, because I watched a lot of documentaries and other shows too, and they have like an underground clique where they train these women at a young age to be a certain way to get married and move to America.
Yeah.
And so that's where the stereotype comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. And you notice Sugar Bee Sweeter said, I loved her clap back. Me too. And you notice how Jovi's mom, she just had her mouth dropped looking stupid. Looking at the husband like, what do I say? I didn't expect that right there. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So Yara and Jovi, and then Jovi and his dad went to this crawfish cookout with Jovi's friends, because I said he hasn't been away with any of his friends since Yara's been in America. And so he goes to this crawfish cookout, and none of his friends are have very much faith in him and Yara's relationship whatsoever. They're telling him, they're like, oh, you'll probably last 6 months. And his friend's like, well, how long does she have to stay in America after you get married? And Jovi said 3 years. And he's like, okay, that's how long you guys are going to be together, is 3 years.
Before she gets citizenship, yeah.
Yeah, and none of his friends had any faith in them whatsoever. And
I think he's being a little selfish too, and not considerate, because what did he do to his pregnant wife when he got back? He gave her crawfish. What pregnant women, if there are any in the chat, had a thing for crawfish? I don't think there be that many.
Have you had crawfish before?
Yes.
Is it good?
It's an acquired taste.
I used to catch crawfish when I was younger in the creek. Aren't those things that are in the creek?
I don't know. I don't know if
it was something like that. It looked like a crawfish or a lobster, like mini lobster or something. But those things actually look good. They said they put spices. But yeah, like after Jovi came back from the party, Yara was hungry and he brought her crawfish and she was all upset. She kept calling him a son of a bitch. No, she said 3 days. She said, I haven't eaten 3 days. I mean, they got money.
Like, here's my card. What would you like? Order takeout.
Yeah, or he should be leaving her food at home. Or crawfish is delicious. That's good to know.
Yes, it is. It's an acquired taste, though.
I just started liking seafood like a little while ago, but I'm more like a shrimp, sometimes lobster, depending where it's from. Yup, mud bugs. So I got those are the things that you catch. That's cool. Okay, so also, I skipped this part. Yara was telling Joey's parents that she is thinking about moving to Budapest so she could be closer with her mom and taking Jovi with her. And the parents were like, oh my gosh, I don't want them moving there. They're going to be too far away. She's just going to get married to Jovi and get them all trapped and have them move to another country with her. And then she was like, especially if they ever have grandkids, because they don't know that she's pregnant already. And then, what are you saying?
I said, not yet.
Yes, just wait. But yeah, and then also when Jovi was with all his friends and they were doubting him and Yara's relationship, they're like, I don't think this girl's going to be able to change the Jovi ways. Like, Jovi, he likes going to the strip club every night and hanging out with strippers and drinking every night. And his friend said, Yara must have some special power if he can tame Jovi and his Jovi ways.
Yeah.
Do you think that she'll be able to tame him? What do you guys think? What do you think, Jason?
I'm still thinking on that. Like, I don't know if it's that good or I don't know. If he's not ready to settle down, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening.
Zoomy says Jovi has no pull-out game. His pull-out game is very strong. Well, Brandon doesn't either. Like in the two freaks on the farm, they got and the spoiler for the next episode, she's taking a pregnancy test and saying she's pregnant. And I hope she's not pregnant by that man-child. They ain't ready for no baby. My second husband was Creole from Louisiana. They can throw some crazy drinking parties. So festive. Yeah, isn't that, and especially New Orleans or whatever. It sucks that they canceled Mardi Gras this year. I've never been there, but I always wanted to go there.
I went there once many, many years ago, and it was crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. And Baby Doll Armstrong says, yes, she'll tame him because she had his baby. I agree. Especially, you remember Jason in a previous episode when she said, are you ready for a baby? And he said, no, I'm not, but I will be by the time he gets here. And I thought that was a really real answer to say. Like, he could have easily been like, I'm ready, but he just said it how it is. I don't know. And that just made me feel really good to hear that from him.
Yeah, he has to be, so.
Yeah. So, and then Yara was calling Jovi an alcoholic after Jovi came home. They're on their way to this party and they're fighting. And
he called her stupid.
Yeah. And she said Jovi always has a beer in his hand. Do you guys think Jovi's an alcoholic?
He drinks too much.
I don't know. He doesn't drink all day, every day. And I know he works a lot, but he just seems like one of those people that, like, any little thing he celebrates drinking. Like, ooh, Yara's pregnant. I'm going to have a drink.
Good point. I didn't realize that.
He's going to be like, I got laid. Time to drink. I got on the plane. It's time to drink. I got out of bed. It's time to drink. And Tyreek and Hazel, they're next. I don't even want to talk about them because they're so boring. Like, Hazel has the personality of a rock.
Yeah, that's probably how it should be, though. If you're trying to, I don't know. Out of all the stuff that I've seen, if I was in that position, I'd want a very boring relationship and marriage. That way, I knew no BS, or they weren't gonna leave, or just all this stuff. Just I don't understand why people put themselves through this. There's a lot of fish in this sea. Why do you have to go to somebody else's sea?
Yeah, I know. Like maybe through like I don't know, and that's what they're asking. Like Stephanie in her interview, the girl that's with Ryan, and they say she's a cougar. A lot of people have asked her, "Why were you with Ryan? You can find plenty of nice-looking men in Michigan."
Mm-hmm.
And especially with after I found out they don't cover their travel expenses, I thought 90 Day Fiance for sure at least cover their travel expenses.
Oh.
And so, anyways, so just a quick little tidbit about them in the show. So Hazel was all upset. They went to go work out, and Tyreek's like, I'm so glad you're here because I always work out, and I'm always like, I can't wait till Hazel's here and she can be working out with me, and now she's here. And then he asked her about her son, Freddie, who lives in the Philippines, and because she moved here without Freddie, but Tyreek promised he'd be there in a year, but then coronavirus hit, he filed for bankruptcy, blah, blah, blah. But so she said that coronavirus has hit the Philippines, and now Freddie's stepmom said that he has a fever, so she was crying and all upset, and, that's pretty, and then they called Freddie, and he was feeling better. I'm not sure if that was the same day or the next day, but I'm glad he's feeling better. And I thought that was a real...
Tyreek and Hazel seem like the most stable relationship that I see on here. And what I know about Philippines, my brother lives in Los Angeles, and he married a Philippine lady, and they've been married for about, 15 years. And he was crazy. He was a male stripper when, in his heyday. And so you just can imagine his lifestyle. And she is such a family orientated lady. And she says that's how it is over in the Philippines, that I see that one working out.
Yeah. And Tyreek is actually sending Freddie $150 a month in support, even though he just filed for bankruptcy. And I think that says a lot for his character, because that $150, that I don't know how much that is in the Philippines, but that is going to get him so far in the Philippines.
I haven't seen the conversion in a while, but it's over $1,500 a month.
Are you serious? 10 times?
Yeah, it's more than likely more, but it's close to that.
Yeah, and so she said, I've been to New Orleans 2 times. The food is crazy good. Have you been to New Orleans before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went to Mardi Gras once.
Oh, okay. I'm so spacey. Sorry, I'm trying to read these comments.
I also went there for a couple of concerts back in my 20s, and those were kind of crazy too.
Oh, really? I wish they still had like big
live crew.
Oh my God, you're one of those little ICP freaks.
Well, I was.
What do they call this? Juggalo?
Yeah, Juggalette.
I'm gonna start calling you Juggalo Jason.
Juggalo J.
Make that your new username on here.
There you go.
Madison says Joby's so disrespectful. He does drink daily. Yeah, and he needs to chill, especially with Yara being pregnant. And I don't know if you guys seen my video, but I have a video about the first baby picture that's out of Yara and Joby, because they had a baby in September, for those who don't know. And they're on vacation in Miami. And of course, Joby's holding the baby, and he's got 2 beers on the side of him. So it's an ocean thing. All people who work on the water drink on their hard, not the sea. Yeah, I can understand that, especially anytime I go to the ocean and stuff. I'm not a drinker, but I like to have like a few of the little fruity drinks. And yes, did you earn your?
No, me. I got some beats.
Okay. So how do men get bleeds? They have to like show their thingy.
That's the start.
Okay. Okay, we're just gonna leave that at that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being quiet on this one.
Okay. No comment. So, anyways, so let me see who we got next. So yeah, we're just gonna skip the rest of Tyreek and Hazel. And I don't think you know this, Jason, but they used to have a girlfriend, and Hazel wants to have another girl, and they had another girl for a while, but then Hazel started to get jealous, and they got rid of her, and now they're trying to hunt down another girl to have. Not hunt. That sounds bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's healthy, but
I feel like they're trying to do that to stay on the show, because if they didn't have that, then their storyline would just be so blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not healthy for a relationship, though. Not at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't show them today. Oh my god, crack me up. Okay, but anyway, so next we have Stephanie and Ryan. What do you guys think about Stephanie and Ryan?
What a POS he is.
Yeah. Do you think that Stephanie's too good for Ryan?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't understand why these older ladies are not this stupid. I just don't believe that. If they are, she gets what she deserves, but I just think she's lonely and she has some money.
Yeah. So so they're at a resort hanging out and hula hooping, and Stephanie, she is trying to beat the Guinness World Records of hula hooping by hula hooping over 100 hours.
At once?
Yes. At once. That's what
you go to sleep.
That's 96 hours in 4 days. So that's like a little over 4 days straight of hula hooping. Like, how do you go to the bathroom?
F that. Are you probably going to catheter?
You have some nice abs after that, though.
I guess.
So, can everybody hear me okay? I had audio issues the past few times, so I'm wearing headphones now. But anyways, so actually, I had a video yesterday about Stephanie exposing 90 Day Fiance. And she said, okay, so she started filming with 90 Day Fiance in July, and she went to Belize in October, and she actually broke up with Ryan before, and she said 90 Day Fiance production came and hunted her down in her town and sent 12 people, and they stayed for 3 days until she changed her mind that she wasn't going to leave Ryan. They're like, we spent so much money on you already, you can't just stop the storyline here.
Yeah, I think that's in the contract too. So I mean, I'm sure they protect themselves. So I think she breached it.
Yeah, I know. And so they're also asking, like, are you breaching your NDA, non-disclosure agreement? And she said no, but hopefully they'll do something about it. She said lonely medication, money and medication. Yeah, exactly. So, hang on, I keep losing my spot. So, and then she spent, when she was in Belize, when they were hula hooping, she actually got hundreds of sandfly bites, and she had to spend thousands of dollars on medical expenses when she got back to America. And she's also trying to sue them for that too. And she's trying to sue them for the travel expenses, because when she went to Belize, she missed her first 2 flights because the cameraman had 70 pounds of luggage, and you can only have 50 pounds of luggage on there, had first class, but
and she had to pay that? She had to pay her upgraded ticket, yeah.
So she missed the first 2 flights, and she paid for 3 flights total, and 2 flights she didn't even take, and she thought they were going to, refund her money, and they never did that. Do you guys think they should refund her money? So she also said that Ryan quit working when the coronavirus started, and she was having to send money to support Ryan, his family, his mother, and she sent a lot of money to his mother several times, and his mom didn't even say thank you. She had to reach out to his mom and say, did you get the money? And she said, yeah, thanks. And then she blocked her.
I think 90 Day Fiance is doing the same thing. They see this lady having money, and so they're like, yeah, she can pay for our tickets.
Oh, and well, here's another thing. When Stephanie exposed 90 Day Fiance in an interview yesterday, she said when she first talked to 90 Day Fiance, they said, who are you into? What kind of guy? She said, age doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. I date him 25 years younger. I date him 25 years older. And she said that the 90 Day Fiance producers say they usually have the hillbilly and the poor type, and they wanted her type as the rich demographic, because they said the hillbilly type's only got us this far, so we want to see how far we get with this demographic. And she said they threw around the word hillbilly a lot.
Racist.
I know that's not right at all. So, and she got all upset with Ryan, and she told Ryan she was going to ask his mom for the money back. Not all the money she sent him, just the money from that time. And Ryan got really mad, and she said that even though Stephanie never followed through with doing it, he was still very upset. And what is your guys' thoughts about that? Do you guys think Ryan's mom was right for doing that? Even like she didn't even say thank you, and Stephanie had to reach out, and then she just said yeah thanks, and Stephanie's like that's not a very genuine thank you. Like I feel like if someone saved me from having to lose my place and lose my
I don't think she
electric,
was losing her place though, Amber.
I know probably not,
That was probably for some new purses, some new Coach purses, some Louis Vuitton.
Well, actually, Ryan's very, very poor. And that's another thing. Ryan's like, we're touring Belize. It's so nice here, but I can't wait to go to Michigan and tour Michigan, see how it is. And Stephanie was
And
like,
spend more of
no.
your money.
Yeah, and Stephanie was saying in the interview with this guy that, it's different being on vacation in Belize compared to touring Michigan. There's not much out here. And then that's when life gets real. She's got to go back to work and all that, And so I don't know. And then she was upset with Ryan because they've been on vacation for a week and he hasn't slept with her the whole time. I mean, I think he at least owes her that after all the money he spent on her.
And what about her psychic?
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for reminding me about that. And she told Ryan that her psychic said that, what'd she say? That her psychic said she was going to leave. Ryan was going to come to America.
Married.
They're going to get married. And Ryan's going to come to America and leave her for a younger girl that he meets at his job.
That's pretty specific.
Yeah. But she also said in this interview with this guy yesterday that she's been using this sidekick for a while. And when she first did the little application for 90 Day Fiance, she said she asked her sidekick was always talking about 90 Day Fiance. And she said she was flipping through the channels. She saw the show and she said, "Oh, 90 Day Fiance, this is my life. Do you think I should go on the show?" And she was asking her sidekick, and she said, "Well, if you do, they're going to sneak you into season 8." And then when they did the casting with her for 90 Day Fiance, they said, "We're going to sneak you into season 8." So she's like, "Oh my gosh, they used the word sneak. They both used the word sneak. This was this was made to be." They seem like boring bedroom partners. Tyreek loves the threesome idea. Stephanie's disgusting, desperate, controlling, and pathetic. No refunds allowed.
Nice comment.
And Ryan even said, like, if she's going to keep holding money over my head, then this is not going to work out.
Yeah.
And, man, who is saying Stephanie has to support his family? Exactly. Ryan's a grown man. And, like, he's just depending on Stephanie to come save the day.
Yeah, after he quit his job. I mean, come on, man. Over the pandemic. Are you serious?
Not after she slept with his cousin. Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious. But, yeah, and then what happened at the end of the show? All of a sudden, he stormed out the hotel.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if it's before or after they had sex.
No, I feel like
before he's like, "Oh, I got to go."
That's how I feel. I don't know.
It was 4 hours after, though. It was 4 hours after. So maybe she got it and she wanted some cuddle time, and he's like, "I got to bounce."
I don't know, because she ended up calling the cousin Harris right afterwards in the next season or the next show. Spoiler. She's calling the cousin to sleep with the cousin again. And in real time, they have actually broken up.
A couple sextings, right, on the phone that she bought for him.
Yeah, and that's when she slept with Harris. So, I mean, it's they both have kind of done each other dirty. I think Stephanie's just in it because she wants some of that 27-year-old,
Spunk.
I know I sound like a kid and stuff, like I can't cuss and stuff, but I'm monetized now, so I gotta be careful what I say. So I want to get like a switchboard or whatever with audio things on it, so like whenever I want to cuss, I can just hit the bleep button and stuff like that.
There you go.
I know, kind of like the Morning and Best guy has the "come on, man" and stuff like that. Like I want to put different audio things. Yeah, I saw that interview Stephanie did with Max. I think she's going to hit on Max. They were both from Michigan. Also, did you notice the side of her face looked like a large lump on check? Girl, stop. No, I thought the same thing. I feel like that's almost how she was reaching out to Max because she probably thinks he's fine. Like, she just seemed way too, like, friendly and giddy and excited. Like, I got that feeling, too, in that interview with Max that she
Oh
was
yeah, the one that asked wanted to loan her truck out to him.
Oh no, this is an interview I saw yesterday
Oh,
with her.
okay.
I don't think you've seen this, but it's a younger guy. He's the celeb talk guy, and she had an interview with him, and she reached out to him because she wanted to expose 9 Day Fiance, and you could just tell she was eyeing. What's his name? Max. I always like can never tell if he says Max or Mac. Cheek, but I did not notice the red or the large lump on her cheek. I didn't pay that much attention. And next we are going to talk about Amira and Andrew. So Andrew is leaving Mexico after being there for 2 weeks, and he went
This
there.
one's sad. This one's a sad story right now.
To go, I mean, Amira, but she got detained. And does anybody here in the comments know why she got detained? I can't remember why she got detained. Like, I kept trying to ask myself, why did she get detained in Mexico? And so, anyways, now Andrew's saying he's put everything he has in this relationship, financially, emotionally, physically, and more. And Andrew told his mom that he was considering having Amira fly from France to Serbia and quarantine her for 14 days, then so she could enter the United States. And Andrew bought her an iPhone, had a $500 debit card he was going to give her, but he couldn't do any of that because she got detained. I feel really bad for the guy. And now he doesn't even have enough money to go meet her in Serbia, so she has to stay there by herself for 2 weeks before she comes to America. And hopefully he still has money to take care of her by the time she does get here.
Well, maybe he can go get a loan from a loan shark, saying it says he's a superstar now, right?
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, but there's also a guy that was in another season. I don't think you saw, Jason, and his name was Caesar, and he was all in love with this girl named Maria, and he sent her $40,000, and she would always send him this Snapchat videos like, "Hey, baby," and kissing and stuff. And the producers were like, "Does she ever say your name in these videos?" Because she was sending these videos to every guy, and that ended up being what she was doing. And she, like, Caesar went to Mexico, I believe, to meet her too. And I think he stayed for a week or two too and paid for her plane ticket. But she ended up ghosting him like 3 or 4 times before this. Like, he went over to different places trying to meet up with her, and then her plane ticket ended up getting canceled because he didn't have the funds on his card, and then she broke up with him and used him for some more money. But that was like even sadder than the George and Hamira thing. But that guy's just such a sucker, and he has a new girlfriend. Well, he did have a new girlfriend, and he shows like, I sold my house, I sold my bike, I sold my car to give you $60,000, and gave her $60,000. But I kind of feel like it wasn't real. I kind of feel like he just did that for clout. Because, like, where are you getting this money? He's a nail technician, this dude. So, anyways, there wasn't much about Andrew and Ramira on that show, but we'll see in the next few episodes she comes. And then we have Rebecca and Zied. So Rebecca bought Zied these temporary tattoos that stay on your arms for like 5 to 6 days. And even though in his culture they're extremely against tattoos, she said being Muslim, they're extremely against tattoos. And she wanted him to look more like him with all the tattoos. And so Zied hasn't been getting out much. So Rebecca and her daughter's fiance, and her daughter's friends all went out to eat with Rebecca and Zied. And there's a young blonde girl who had her eye on Zied the whole time. She was a young... Wait?
No, I said, oh, yeah, did she?
Yeah.
She did.
She was a young, pretty blonde girl, and she... was asking Zied a bunch of questions about his country, and Zied was talking about them moving, and she said, "Oh, well, I can help you move. My family has lots of trucks." And Rebecca freaked out, and she's like, "Are you gonna let her move? are you gonna let her
He
help you
he
move?
played it right though. He played it right. He played it like he's supposed to. I feel bad for him, but I mean, he played it right. He's like, "Who are you talking about?" Like he didn't even understand that she was talking to him.
Yeah,
But he got it. He's not dumb.
he doesn't even know that much English. I feel like he didn't even really know
No. I
what
think
was.
he got the body language.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just seemed. I almost feel like that was scripted. I really had the feeling it's scripted on there. Like I feel like the producers. After I found out how much the producers
Are
script
involved.
certain things, especially when someone has a boring storyline. Like I almost felt like even Hazel and Tyreek with their son having a fever was scripted because by the time they called their son that night, he was fine. But I don't know. She was crying and stuff, so I don't know. But I just
see
had
that as a good relationship. I think that was legit.
yeah. So what did you feel about that girl helping Ziad, asking Ziad she'll help him move? Do you think she was out of pocket for that?
I think she's just trying to get the new flavor of the week.
What is he? He's where is he from? I can't remember.
Tunisia.
Tunisia. She wants some of that Tunisian, some of that Tunisian D. Swollen cheeks are from fillers. Rebecca was jealous of that beautiful young lady. Yeah, I thought that lady was very beautiful. Did I miss Ziad's prayer blanket in the empty loft? I didn't see that. I must have missed that.
Hello.
They don't. I saw this thing like meme. I put one of my videos. It's like walking to Home Depot before they close, like, and it's like Rebecca and Ziad in their loft because their loft don't have nothing but like a grocery cart and a bed. And I'm like, where did that grocery cart come from? I don't get it. What are they using the grocery cart for?
Like that sounds like you can move a bed with that. Just pop it up on the top and roll it on down.
Oh well, maybe they're using that to help them move some of their stuff that they don't have in their apartment. But yeah, and so do you think Ziad even knew what was going on?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think I do. I think he played it right though.
Yeah,
I mean she's a little too jealous there. Okay, I get it. She can be jealous, but she doesn't need to bring that crap up in front of everybody and look like a fool. Look so insecure. It's gonna push him towards whatever.
And you notice how awkward it got, and they both got up and like their, her daughter.
They bounced after like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you could have just cut through that tension. What do they say? Cut through that tension with the butter knife.
A knife and butter, yeah.
A knife and butter. Yeah, that you could tell there's a lot of tension. I felt awkward just watching it.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? But poor Zia, and like I don't feel like he really knew what was going on. And I feel like Rebecca was overreacting. And I don't know, I feel like Ziad could be a trustworthy guy with Rebecca. He's like a solid guy. But so, all right, that's it. So now I'm going to give away $20. So how this is going to work is I'm going to ask a question, and the first person to answer it correctly, I'm going to give $20 to. You just comment your name and I can message you, or go to my YouTube channel and my About Me on my channel page. There's my email, and email me your name, and either you want a CashApp, Facebook, or a gift card email to you, and we'll figure it out. So when I was younger, I had a couple unique pets in the house. What were they? The first person to guess this. And you can't guess this, Jason, so be quiet. We'll see if anybody guesses it.
Should have taken the kids to McDonald's.
I know, right?
Okay.
Right now at McDonald's, they got little Pokemon cards in their Happy Meals.
Oh, wow. Those things are going to be collectible.
Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Hey, K.A. See ya in the next one. See ya. Have a good night. All right, anybody gonna guess this? Does anybody want $20? What unique pet did I have when I was a kid? Just comment. I hear your baby's getting a little fussy.
Yeah, it's past her bedtime.
Ferrets, no.
That's kind of close, though. It's exotic like that.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Anybody else?
Multiple guesses. You can make multiple guesses.
Make multiple guesses for $20. Whoever wants $20. What unique pet did I have as a kid? And it was a house pet. Lived in a cage. First person to guess, they'll send $20 to.
Or on your shoulder.
Yeah, or on your shoulder. Okay, don't give away too many things. Bobcat. No, I don't think I can.
I don't know if I want a bobcat on my shoulder.
I'm going to put it in a cage.
Yeah.
I think they have bobcats in Missouri, but no, it's a little smaller than that.
Well, somebody's getting it, so drop another hint.
Owl, no. It's a little small pet.
Yeah.
Snake, no.
A long, weird name.
That is not too long.
Well, longer than what I'm seeing now.
I know it's okay. I'm gonna wait like 30 more seconds. Someone don't guess it. I'll give another clue. Snake, squirrel, bird. All right. I'm going to drop. Should I give another hint?
Yes, you should.
It's going to be obvious after that. They have spikes. They have spikes.
Porcupine.
No, I rescued Bobcat
named Ben. Guys. Here, eliminate that one.
They're so cool. Chameleon, no. They have spikes. It was a little house pet. You don't really hear about them so much. Oh, God, I got another clue, but I know it's going to, like, give it away so easy. I don't want to make it, like, come on, guys. You got this. Who wants $20? $20 make you holla. Camino? What's a Camino?
Chameleon.
Oh, chinchilla? Okay. It's Sonic the... If you guys don't guess that, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Don't say it.
First one. That's a cartoon, guys.
Hedgehog. Okay, Madison James.
It is.
All right.
Email me. James.
Email me at Amber Keltner, AmberKeltner @gmail.com, and let me know how you want the $20. If you want it CashApp, Facebook, or if you want a gift card emailed to you, and I will get it out to you tonight. So make sure you.
Madison 100. Good job.
Yeah, good job. And good guesses, everyone else. I appreciate everybody else for watching. Sugar Be Sweeter did it. Yeah, good job. Or no, it's not a beer. Or no, actually, it is Sugar Be Sweeter. Oh my gosh, I said. All right, guys. All right, I'll give $20 to both you guys. I'm going to be extra nice tonight, okay? Just because I felt like I made a mistake looking at the person after that. And I want to be fair.
Got it.
So, but actually, Sugar Be Sweeter had it first, but I didn't read it. And I already acknowledged Madison, so I'm going to do both of them and be nice.
There you go.
So, to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, guys. And I want to be, so Sugar Be Sweeter and Madison, both you guys email me. And good job, guys. Well, that's it for this live. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you for everybody. And Sugar Be Sweeter and Madison, please make sure you guys email me. You guys have a good night. Say bye, Jason. Thank you for coming on.
Later.
All right, bye.